Welcome back to Sneak Into Your Kitchen and Eat Your Pet's Food.
Yeah, yes, that's what I was going to say too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last time, we totally didn't forget to hit record.
And
Tee-hee.
we're not recording this for the second time in 20 minutes. Haha.
So we forgot to hit record, and now we have to record this for another 20 minutes. We rewound.
Yeah.
So we're back to like right where we were.
We're going to stop doing that eventually. I agree.
Yeah. That was terrible. Why did we do that? Why did we fail to hit record? Now we have to make witty banter again.
Yes.
Quick, tell me something funny.
We were about to discuss the
Eating dog food.
No, that was last time.
Oh yeah. Okay, so in the Lost Media one, tell the people what we were about to discuss.
Oh no, yeah, we were in the Lost Media. We discussed what it was like, or how it would be to eat something like rat meat, and and what the most like strange type of meat that you've eaten before.
Dylan is confident that rat meat tastes just as good as every other meat of animal.
No, I did not say just as good. I said it wouldn't taste bad.
He said, "This is probably the best meat of any animal. I want to eat it all the time and nothing else."
Because I've eaten squirrel before. Because they're just all over the goddamn place.
I mean, I would assume that squirrel tastes pretty fucking rank also.
Yeah, it's also a rodent.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why rodents aren't eaten frequently. Because they're not tasty.
I mean, the main reason why we eat shit like beef and pork and chicken and turkey and whatnot,
because they're established. It's more so than anything.
And it's also because they produce a lot of meat for
that too.
They're very large ratio of meat to every fucking thing else.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're very easy to raise. They've been domesticated for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years.
And oftentimes they have dual uses, such as the chickens
provide
make the
fur,
eggs.
and they make eggs, and they make milk.
Yeah.
They get along. They don't fucking fight humans.
Yeah.
And the most important part is people just like it. We're used to it, you know? Like, there was a big thing, like, in the turn of the I think it was like 1920s, where reindeer farming was trying to like break its way into the industry, but turns out the Americans already had meats that they already like, so we're not going to buy some fucking rando deer meat. We don't want that. We're just going to eat chickens and cows and have a good time there.
Chicken is actually...
And that's why reindeer isn't popular in the West.
Chicken is actually like the most popular kind of meat in America, which is surprising to me because I thought it would be beef.
Is it? I thought it would be beef too.
Yeah.
I would guess.
I don't
know. Chicken's pretty popular. Chicken's like pretty fucking popular.
Yeah, it's also like healthier than beef. Oftentimes,
it really is.
Beef can be a little healthier, but
it can. You can never like.
But people don't. People always.
However,
people just get like the largest fat content they can because it tastes better.
Let me get 24-ounce porterhouse, please. Smaller and some butter.
Put some butter on that and some barbecue. Eat it right up.
God, don't put barbecue sauce on steak, people. Don't do that. That's disgusting. Don't put anything on steak.
Yeah,
put salt and pepper on steak and maybe some like thyme, and then there you go. You have a good steak. Yeah. Nothing else.
Good steak doesn't need the steak sauce.
Literally, yes, exactly. That's the whole reason steak sauce was made, because, I mean...
Shitty steak.
Yes, exactly. It goes hand in hand. That's true, though.
I actually really don't like A1.
I hate all steak sauce with a passion.
Either way.
I don't like barbecue sauce in general, honestly.
I fucking love barbecue sauce.
In case it's on, like, some select things, like fucking Oklahoma Joe's, like, sausage or something like that.
Yeah, I eat barbecue sauce. I fucking love that shit. I eat it on...
I'm not a huge fan.
I'll get, like, pulled pork sandwiches with barbecue sauce on them.
I don't really like pulled pork sandwiches that much. I just don't really like barbecue in general that much, to be honest. Have you ever been to Oklahoma Joe's?
No, but
I
could probably guess what it is.
Oh man, it is. I would confidently say that it is the best barbecue in the world. I mean Western barbecue.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's a single place that does it better. There's one up in Kansas that's like near Stillwell where I used to live.
I see.
And oh god, is it good! And it's unsurprisingly there's some down here in Oklahoma too.
That would be kind of that would be kind of like a a damn shame if Oklahoma Joe's didn't serve in Oklahoma.
Make sure to leave a like if you're from the Midwest and have eaten Oklahoma Joe's and can vouch that, yes, it is the best barbecue in the entire world.
Were we talking about accents on the Lost Media or not? It's all a blur. I don't know.
I think that was last episode.
Okay, so the one that actually is up on YouTube?
Yeah, I would assume so. It really is a blur. Folks, when we hit record, it's like a different world. It really is. You guys just don't understand. It's like, oh, you're just playing video games and talking about it. How hard can that be? You don't understand, okay? You really don't.
Yeah, to fill literally the entire airtime with
20 minutes with talking and commentary and funnies.
Yeah.
It's hard, okay?
Especially if you're playing some kind of skill-based game. Oh, that's fucking impossible.
Especially so.
So cut your favorite YouTubers a break whenever they're trying to. Yeah, whenever they're trying to be good at video games and fucking talk to you.
Unless they're Game Grumps, they're just really bad.
It's I said like give them some slack.
Slack.
It's not a free pass.
Oh boy, or DSP. Are you familiar with Darkside Phil?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
I love him. Kenny, what are you sad about? Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That boy ain't right.
I'm gonna let the beat drop.
Kenny's having some PTSD over this little boy.
Yeah. Oh, he fell down.
My little bones, my tibia giving out.
Yeah.
Amphibia.
There you go.
I know the bones.
Yeah.
I know all 200 of them. Is it like 230?
I don't know the exact number.
Wow, fucking fake fan.
I did know. I did have. All right, let me explain to you this fucking insane test I had to take.
Did you have to know all the bones?
Okay. It gets worse. I had to know
tendons and organ systems. And...
Well, eventually, but for the bone test in anatomy, in human anatomy a few years ago,
like penis.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Don't freeze. Let me get. Oh no! What?
Okay.
Hello? Question mark. Okay.
Right. We're back.
Gonna look at the recording.
But what it is that we had to know every single bone from the skull down, which is kind of just
like all of them,
which is just kind of a fucking insult because you don't have that very many bones from the skull up.
Yeah, basically.
You just have some on your face, and then like different region of your skulls are sutured together. But no, you had to know all those and all of the sites on them. So like
Jesus
Christ. Like if you're familiar with what a condyle is or like a fossa, basically there's just like. Say there's a hole in like.
Wait, first off, how do you want to kill this little boy? Do you want to gun him, wrench him, or stomp him?
Gun him. It'll be funnier. Right. We stomped him last time.
Yeah, fuck you, kid.
Let's pull up my gun.
Pull up my Beretta!
But for this test,
shit, don't look, Kenny.
For this test, we what it was is that there'd be a table with 20 of these things on them. We just fucking shoot them. There'd be a table with 20 different bones on them, and there'd be a little sticker on a region of the bone.
Yeah.
And we had to be able to identify within a minute for each one what the structure was, what the bone was,
Jesus
and what side of the body it was on.
Oh man! So like left and right?
Yes.
Tibia? Jesus Christ! Yeah. That's very difficult.
Yeah, and you had a minute to do that shit. Fucking that class was insane.
Oh boy! I'm glad I don't have a higher education.
No, that's.
Let me tell you,
I studied more for that class in a 4-month period than I did for my entire career from high school until kindergarten. I shit you not. I was legit. I was in lecture for 3 hours. For 3 hours a week. I was in lab. Required in lab for 6 hours. And then I went to extra lab periods for probably like 2.5 hours a week.
Jesus.
And then I was probably studying for like 40 hours on top of that every single week. That was literally my life.
That sounds terrible.
And I got like a low B.
What a meme colleges. Kids, don't do it. Drop out and become Let's Players.
No, the University of Oklahoma's Human Anatomy is a very tasking class.
Yeah, I actually have a cousin that's
and this was an actual cadaver lab. So like I've told you stories of me like fiddling around with dead bodies. It was for that class.
A dead old man.
Yeah,
big old dead boy.
It was for that class.
Good times.
And we were the one to do the dissections also. It wasn't like somebody would do it for us and then we go and look at it.
You got to do it yourself, man.
Yeah, there was 8 different tables with 8 different corpses. And
that's awful.
And each of those 8 tables had 8 students at each of them.
Yeah.
And that was the class. Then the lab practicals were very similar, where instead of being like the bone test, where it'd just be some bones on a table, it was they'd come and like stick a pin through a tendon or something, and you'd be like, "What is this?" Yeah,
that's icky.
Yeah, it was pretty teehee. I did get to write down.
It was pretty teehee.
I did get to write down the clitoris as one of my answers.
Clitoris.
I found it, you guys.
I know what that is.
Yes, teehee. It was on. I got to write that down as an anatomy answer. I like the people who run that lab. They're like 25. They're like grad students.
Friends without benefits. I'm 1 month old. What's that?
And I want to say like the dude who was like making like what am I gonna like what am I gonna make them ID on this body? I'm like, I know.
Well, I mean, it is a part of the human body.
Yeah.
Quick, what should we yell at this guy?
Fuck you. I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. You son of a bitch.
You took her jobs.
You.
What's going on?
Oh, I get it. No one else does, but I do. Someone was watching.
It was just a stray dog that I really want to kill.
His fucking dog bit my leg. I don't know. Ran away.
Like a bat out of hell.
Was it a man or a
That's
woman?
very southern.
Yeah, I
thing
was
to
gonna say that sounds like something fucking Jim Ross was saying.
Been
Shouts if you know who Jim Ross is. Make sure to go and watch /
I'm 1
look
week
out
old,
for
what's
SmackDown vs. Raw 2016 Major. I don't know when that's going up, but
how many
pretty
episodes
good.
of that did you do?
We've recorded 3. We intend to do more.
Nice. All right, so what's going on in this universe? We buried a dead little boy because we were sad with his dog.
After we shot him in the head.
After shooting him in the fucking face. And we're being watched by a man.
All right, that's it.
Good times
Yeah, who could it
abound.
be?
It's time to get back on track.
Is
Time
it
to
you?
get down to the river and find
Were you in this
ourselves a
game?
boat.
Did you do the mocapping?
Well, he better get ready because I'm going
he
down to
better
River
get
Street
ready.
right now.
The sooner we leave, the better. We're trying to find a boat right now. We gotta find a boat and get the hell out of here.
Hell, what are
Yeah, we talked about MMOs for a lost time on the Lost Media one.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
we were about to. I don't want to have that conversation again, but
WoW's fucking dead.
yeah, the long story short
Conversation summed up.
was that WoW has been dying for a long time.
Yeah.
So we debated whether or not it was because the game has gotten worse or because people have moved on to better things.
Both.
But the tail end of that conversation, what's happening in old school RuneScape right now?
Yes. Alright, so...
You kids know what RuneScape is. It's still kicking.
Surely. It's a big meme.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone knows about it. So, what happened was the old school RuneScape servers, which I'm pretty sure aren't run legally. It's just like a couple of guys
Yeah.
that just took it and are just like hosting OG RuneScape, basically. They decided to throw an impromptu gay pride parade event in the game in support of the Gay Pride Month. Without asking their player base or taking a vote, they're just like, we're doing this! And then everybody was like, fucking what?
And it turns
Why?
out the type of person who still plays old school RuneScape is like the same type of person that you'd find on like fucking on 4chan or some shit. And
I mean, it was the Reddit, so
Yeah.
it's those people. Okay.
the same shit nowadays. But
Unfortunately.
long story short is that more people came out in protest of the event than people in support of the event.
I mean...
and it all turned into one really big homo shaming event.
Here's the thing, okay? It wasn't necessarily that people were mad at the event. It was that people were mad because it was just out of fucking thin air that the mod said, we're doing this, and we're not putting it to a vote. It's just happening. Fuck you guys. We want to do this, and that's what's happening. This was not a thing that was in OG RuneScape, so people were very understandably just like, what? Why?
So then there's just a whole bunch of gay slurs going down in
Basically,
RuneScape.
and anyone who showed up to the event without wearing like gay pride armor, like colorful armor, immediately banned. Immediately, I shit you not. Funny thing is, there's one set of armor in the game. I think it's like I forget what it's called, like the Desert Walker's robes or something.
Okay.
Looks just a little bit it looks a little bit like a KKK hood and cloak. So a whole lot of people decided to show up wearing that. They didn't last very long, but it was really funny.
That reminds me of like fucking Habbo Hotel shit.
Yes. Pools closed.
Pools closed due to AIDS.
Due to AIDS, stingrays with AIDS. Everyone go make sure to watch Internet Historian's video on that if you have no idea what we're talking about.
Good old
Crazy
Habbo.
channel.
Did you ever participate in Pools closed? I sure did.
I did.
Me
I
too.
really did. It was funny as fuck.
I would like to believe that one day we were participating unbeknownst to one another.
Probably.
At the same
We
time.
probably met up. That was such a magical time. The internet will never be that way ever again, unfortunately.
Everything's too PC nowadays.
Exactly. What a fucking mess. Gay pride parades are being thrown in the streets of the Wildies.
Of Varick.
Varick, yeah. I was trying to think of a town, but I couldn't. It's just weird. I'm pretty sure they're doing some, like Muslim pride parade soon as well, without, asking if that's what the players want.
What's the desert? Is it Al Kharid or something? What is the desert town in RuneScape?
I have no idea.
But yeah,
I bet that's where it's going to be held. Teehee. Is that racist to say? Yeah,
no, it's just a geographical fact. The Middle East
a lot of social justice warriors don't like facts, Dylan. So
the Middle East is very heavily composed of deserts. I hate to break it to you.
Is that a generalization? I don't know. It's scary. You don't know what to say. It's like a ticking time bomb everywhere.
You can't talk about people, any kind of people in any kind kind
You can. I'm dead fucking serious. You can't.
Are you trying to say that everybody from the Middle East likes to be in the desert?
I mean, they probably don't like it. It's probably pretty hot.
Yeah.
Especially I don't even want to walk down that alley. What I was about to say. It was a hijab thing.
Yeah.
It's very fucking hot. But no, it's empowering to wear giant, black fucking burqas in the 110 degree sun.
I mean, loose clothing is actually better for you in that kind of environment than no clothing.
Well, yeah, but you don't want it to be black.
I mean, if it's thin, it doesn't really matter.
It's not thin. That's the thing. If it was flowing white gauze, then you fucking whatever. That might help you actually. This is black burlap, for fuck's sake.
I don't know. They get by.
That cannot be comfortable. Yeah, they sure do, but a lot of them fucking don't because they die of heat strokes. Or to various other things that saying would probably be a very anti-PC thing, because as I said, it's very anti-PC to state facts.
Well, it's a more dangerous region than here, however. It's probably
a little bit. Just a tad.
The only thing I know about the Middle East is what I see on American television or American news sources, so...
They sure do die a lot.
I mean...
By the hands of themselves and us. I mean, is that wrong?
No.
It's a fact.
I mean, yeah, fucking people, people kill people, and whenever there's less strict government, people kill people more often.
You kill them a little bit more. Well, I mean, that's a more strict government is the thing.
I mean, it's strict in a sense of the word, not necessarily strict as in well enforced.
Well, no, that's the problem, that they're very fucking well enforced. It's just their beliefs and ideologies are a little bit dangerous, some might say. But that might not be very PC. It's kind of not okay to throw gays off of a roof, some might argue. However, ...
The thing is, that's what we were talking... Oh, shit, were we talking... Did we talk about that on the Lost Media too with Destiny?
Did we? Oh no, that was
did.
Incest. We should have that discussion again. I'll beat the shit out of that thing real quick.
Okay, yeah, that was totally Lost Media,
We're still trying to find a boat, by the way. Yeah, let's talk about that.
This is going to lead back to this Middle East thing.
Is it? I mean,
I'm going to make the tie. Just tell me what the Destiny thing was.
Destiny is a Twitch streamer who got really popular off of StarCraft 2, and then that game died. And then he played Draven in League of Legends.
Yeah.
And then he stopped because
he's not very good.
He was pretty fucking bad, and everyone watched him as a meme because he was funny, haha, yelling rage man.
He was like Diamond. He was all right. He was like Diamond 5.
Okay.
Not good by streamer standards.
Yeah, but still, he was just a big meme that everyone made fun of because he raged a lot and haha, look at this idiot yell at the camera. Anyway, he's been doing a lot of debates recently. He's very, 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 very liberal and on the left and giant SJW. And for whatever reason, he hosted a live debate with the thesis being, you cannot philosophically prove to me that incest is technically wrong.
Yeah, and then Kate and I we said that.
What the hell is that?
kind of right.
I mean,
in a little bit.
I would still say no, he's not.
And let me explain before you jump
Morally,
on my case.
then I mean,
before you jump on my case,
I would still say no. I would still say no in general.
What I would say about that is that
let's explain. For incest is bad. I think we can both agree on that, regardless.
And the reason why it's bad is because, as most people probably know,
it's the masked man.
Who? As most people probably know, if you have an incest baby, it is much more likely that they will be born with birth defects.
But a point that he brings up, which I mean does make perfect sense, is like, well, if that is the case, then should non-incest relationships with genetic defects allowed to have children?
Yeah. What if you have like?
What if we're both acoustic and really like trains? Like, are we not allowed to have a baby? Which I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
However, technically speaking, I mean, it's still damaging to the overall standard nuclear family that built the West. So
and then like super I'm not saying this to be an ass, but like if somebody has like Down syndrome or something, do you allow them to have kids? The answer is yes.
Yes. However, that doesn't mean that it's not technically damaging to society.
Yeah. Technically, in terms of like a Darwin, like we want to be the strongest species possible.
Exactly.
It kind of sounds like some Aryan shit, but that's not where we're going with this. We promise. Go watch Game Dev for that. And then if you link that to incest, and if you're not actually having kids, what's the harm, right?
Exactly.
Other than it's really just fucking socially weird.
It's a social taboo.
Yeah, it's weird because we all think it's weird.
Where'd she go? Oh, shit.
Ma, she's behind me. It's Ezio.
Fuck you. I'm gonna punch the shit out of you again.
Woman?
Yeah. As per usual. Nothing out of the ordinary here. That's just an average Tuesday for me. Tee-hee. What am I, Chris Brown? Anyway. Remember that? That was a long time ago.
He's still fucking reaping the consequences of that one.
He sure is. It was. I mean, probably just shouldn't have beat up his girlfriend then. It's an easy way to get out of that one.
I mean, if it was his girlfriend, it probably would have been under the bus by now, but it was fucking Rihanna. People
but
aren't going to forget about that. Say what?
Weren't they dating?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
but I'm saying if it was just his girlfriend.
Well, just some fucking rando girl. Yeah, sure. However, you can't really do that to someone who's arguably much bigger than you.
One of the biggest fucking people, like celebrities. In all of pop.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Destiny.
Incest. Yeah. So, I mean, like, morally, you can go for it. I guess. However, again, it jeopardizes the integrity of the family, which is bad.
Yeah. It's not necessarily bad. I mean, having more people isn't necessarily a good thing.
Well, I mean, it is bad if they're incest children.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, if... I'm not condoning this. Then again, like, I don't really give a shit because it doesn't impact me in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say.
If you want to go out and fucking screw your sister, then fucking more power to you.
Don't.
I'm not gonna do it, but there's nothing harmful about it as long as you're not having incest babies.
I would agree. I would disagree.
I mean,
because it still fucks up your family. That's fucked. You can't do that.
I mean, yeah, it's weird, but I can't give you a reason why.
Yeah.
It's weird because people have raised me to believe it's weird.
Sure. Anyway, back to the Middle East? Question mark? How do we tie this in?
Okay, yeah, and like it's only weird because people say it's weird, and in the Middle East, they're raised to believe that gay is not okay. So.
Well, I mean, regardless, that's not a good ideology to have.
From our point of view.
No, from any point of view. It's bad to throw rocks at people who want to suck pee-pee because they are also guys. You can't do that. That's bad.
Let's just say they have a...
Yeah.
I really don't like the argument that, like, oh, it's okay because it's just a different culture. I refuse to concede to the fact that some cultures are just better than others. I will not agree on that ever. Well, some cultures eat dogs. That's bad.
That's not bad. Why is it bad?
Because they are not bred to be eating animals. They are bred to be companions.
I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Like, I've fucking eaten squirrel. You can eat crocodile. You can eat frog legs.
Yeah, but dogs are different.
It's because we like dogs, right?
It's because we specifically bred them.
Who's we?
The West?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the East is not good with dogs, if that
go.
is unbeknownst to anybody.
So that's why we don't eat dogs in the West.
Well, yeah, but
Because
regardless.
that's how we were raised.
It's not like they're raising and eating, like, cattle dogs. They're eating,
Yeah.
like, fucking Shibas or some shit like that. We made those. We did it.
Yeah.
They are literally bred to be our friends, not food.
But,
Shout out to Finding Nemo.
Yeah. At the end of the day, say you breed this specific dog for the express purpose of dinner. Is it okay to eat them?
No.
Why?
Because, I mean, through generations upon generations... Well, first off, the meat would be bad. I don't think there's any way to make a dog taste good, first off.
I feel like that's subjective.
I mean, a lot of things are, but
Taste
aside from that,
in food is absolutely subjective. There's no arguing. That one food objectively tastes better than another.
You're right. The meat, to a large portion of the human population, I would argue, would think, that tastes pretty fucking terrible. I'd rather just, like, eat a cow or something. But, again, no, dogs are just fundamentally for friends and not food. That is what they've literally always been throughout history.
But that doesn't mean that they don't have, like, they couldn't have a secondary purpose of being eaten.
I don't think that's true either. I mean, raising dogs as a whole, like, farming dogs as opposed to, like, farming cows is just really inefficient.
Yeah,
in a
it
lot
would
of
be,
ways.
but say
or chickens, or lambs, or any other, like,
I'm not arguing that it would
Western
be
meat.
efficient to breed dogs for the purpose of eating them. However, I will say that there's nothing inherently wrong with eating a dog in the same manner as there's nothing inherently wrong with eating, like, crocodile meat.
Because we don't raise crocodiles to be our friend. They were not genetically tailored to be companions.
Yeah, I mean, neither, like, for a lot of... I assume the people who do eat dog meat do not raise dogs to be friends.
Well, that's irrelevant because they're still dogs, and they are still, genetically speaking, built to be friends.
I think...
Yes, they are. Again, they're not eating specifically bred food dogs. They're eating, like, Labradors and, like, Shiba Unos and stuff like that.
I think a good point to make, given I'm just being devil's advocate here.
No,
however, like, say, oftentimes people view deer as pests.
Sure.
Because in certain areas, like, especially if you live in, like, rural Oklahoma like I did, the deer population would go way the fuck up.
Yeah,
and then that's, like, hazardous because they
eat a bunch of shit that we kind of need.
And they also, like, fucking go out into the road and fuck up your car if you hit them. So people are like, yeah, just hunt the deer, eat the deer, they're not a problem anymore. And say people fucking view these stray dogs as pests. Now, do you just kill the dog, or do you kill the dog and then get some free food out of it?
You just kill them.
And that's just your ideology speaking. That's just because you were raised to believe that
it's
dog is friend.
It's different because they literally were. That's the thing. Humans literally took the wolf and said, "We're going to make this our cute little friend," and then we did. We've never done that for, like, a deer or something. I'm sure some people have, but
I don't think the entire human race, the human species, did not sign off on that.
Yeah, it's because that's why we're better than people who eat dogs.
No, you can't.
Yes.
You can't say that we are better than people who eat dogs.
Did I just do a racist?
Yes, that is racist.
I mean, I'm not saying that, like, all Chinese people necessarily eat dogs. I'm sure there's a pretty sizable portion of the Chinese population which consumes the most dogs in the world. I would be willing to bet that most Chinese people living in China would still not eat dog.
Yeah.
However, that's besides the fact. That's besides the fact.
All I'm saying is that you could
or cat or, like, any other animal that is bred to be companion.
Yeah. Okay, let's take it a step further. What if you eat, like, a fucking mountain lion?
Well, I mean, that's fine.
As opposed to a house cat?
Yes.
Same species, my dude.
No, it's not.
Same genus.
No, I mean, yeah. Same with. I mean, you can eat, like, a wolf as opposed to a dog. That's fine.
I feel like
it probably tastes pretty terrible. However,
we're getting really semantic here. I don't see where this line's being drawn.
The point is, the animals that we bred to be our companions, we did that because we wanted them to be, not because they were food. We have some animals that were for eating and some that were for friends. Animals such as dogs are solely 100% emotion driven. That is, you cannot
To some
say that,
people.
No, the species of, like, dogs, they are 100% driven by emotion. They are either happy to be with people, or they are, like, sad, or that's it. You can't say the same for cows. Cows and, like, chickens are not 100% emotion driven.
Just get back to the house,
So,
okay? I'll meet you
I
there.
would say that poses a bit of a different scenario.
All I'm saying is that different cultures of people view the animals differently, so it's hard to say that you can find I think for certain religions, like, you don't eat pork, right?
Well, yeah, sure.
So, and then we eat pork all the time. They could have
However,
the same.
that's for a lot of different reasons. That's because Ezekiel back in the year 100 ate pork and then shit out his intestines, and it's like, okay, should probably put that in the good book. Don't eat pork so you won't die.
All reasons aside, all I'm saying is that they have a reason not to eat pork, and we were like, that's stupid, we're going to eat it anyways. Right? So then our reason for not eating dog, and then the people who do eat dog meat, they're like, that's stupid, we're going to eat them anyways.
I would still say it's different. However, I will concede I would totally eat a dog if, when in Rome, eat dog. When in China, go to the dog festival. Yeah. Ooh, speaking of rats, let's eat these guys.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ain't touching that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
PNG.
Either way, we're 30 minutes into this. See you guys next time.
What an episode. Eat whatever animal you want, except for dogs and other house animals.
Domesticated animals.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Domesticated pets. Fucking whatever.
Yeah. Don't eat dogs. Eat the cats, though. I don't care about those guys.